Hi everyone, my name is Savita Kalthan and I'm a YA author. First of all, I want to say thank you to Camp YA for inviting me here to talk about my books, and a big thank you to them for organising this amazing book festival. Um, I write hard-hitting themes in my books. For example, The Long Weekend and The Girl in the Broken Mirror. But there's also lots of humour in my books, especially in That Asian Kid. So That Asian Kid is about a 15-year-old boy called Jeevan. And he's an A-star student. He loves school. He's got great friends. He lives with his very supportive family, his mum and dad and his grandmother. But he's a bit of a smart aleck. And this gets him into trouble with one particular teacher, his English lit teacher, who he feels has been unfairly marking him down on purpose. One day, Jeevan is taking the shortcut home from school when he sees two teachers in the woods. One of them is his history teacher, his favourite teacher, and the other teacher is Mrs. Greaves, his English lit teacher, the one he feels has been unfairly marking him down. So I'm going to, first of all, read the opening from the book and then tell you a little bit more about it. I'm taking my shortcut home from school through the woods, all innocent and minding my own business, when I hear the sound of laughter coming from somewhere behind me. I slow down. I'd know that laugh anywhere. It's like a boom, loud and deep, a guffawing that emanates from the ground beneath his boots and rumbles through the belly before erupting out of his mouth, rather Christmas style, but raised to the power of 10. It can only be Mr. Green, my history teacher. I glance back. It is Green. He's with a woman, but I can't make out her face. They're coming my way. Damn, I duck behind some bushes. As they approach, they slow down, and I get a good look at the woman walking beside him. What a shocker. It's Mrs. Greaves, my English lit teacher. Any thoughts I might have had about surreptitiously creeping away are fast disappearing as I wonder what the hell my favourite teacher and my least favourite teacher are doing skulking round the woods on a freeze-your-nose-off January day. I hunker down further. There is a distinct possibility this could end in trouble, especially if they come any closer to the monster holly bush I'm currently being pricked to bits in. I can hear them clearly now, and they're talking about me. That's when an idea explodes into my brain and my phone's in my hand before I've given it another thought. You'd think I'd think before I acted. I mean, I get straight A's in everything, but I don't stop to think. The idea has me on autopilot. I've accessed the camera, flicked a video and pressed record faster than most people can blink. Anyhow, good to see the smile back on your face, Mr. Green says. You sounded so upset earlier. Are you going to tell me what's happened? Oh, it's horrible, Daniel. I don't really know where to start. Mr. Green pats her arm. It can't be that bad. It is. Someone has sent an anonymous letter making allegations about me, which the head says he feels bound to look into. Allegations? That sounds serious, Green says. What are they alleging? I'm pretty sure one of the boys is playing the race card because he doesn't like his grades. What kind of person does that? Clearly one with very little going on up here, she says, tapping her head. Or otherwise they wouldn't be resorting to devious, underhand and frankly ludicrous tactics. Mr. Green's mouth opens so wide it almost hits the floor. Remember that case in the papers last year? Things like that can stick, even when there's absolutely no truth to them. Rawson wouldn't show me the note, Greaves continues. I wish he had. I'm sure I would have recognised the handwriting. Whoever wrote it would have disguised their writing, Nick. Yes, you're right. Of course they would have. But it's such a cowardly act. If they really felt unfairly cheated, they should have gone straight to the headmaster instead of sending a backstabbing, slanderous note. I've never been accused of anything like this, she sobs. I've been a teacher all my working life. I love the kids and I love my job. It's all I've ever wanted. It's all I know, she says, sniffing and wiping the tears away with her hands. Mr. Green rummages for a hanky and hands it to her. Greaves has put her hand on his arm, drawing him in. She rests her head on his chest as she cries. Mr. Green pats her on the back, saying soothing words. It'll be all right, Nick. Don't let it get you down. You have nothing to fear. I know, but still, as you said, lies can stick. She's really sobbing now. What should I do? Green puts his arms around her, hugging her. Then I hear kissing noises, which would make me puke if I wasn't so shocked. They're an item? Greaves and Green couldn't have picked a more romantic spot for their assignation. I squat down. resigned to being stuck here for a bit longer. It's only 4:30, so I've still got half an hour before I have to give Margie, my gran, her insulin shot. Besides, this conversation might get even more interesting. But then what's unfolding before my eyes is in a totally different league. It's car crash reality TV. Mrs. Greaves is leading Green the few steps towards a large oak tree almost directly in front of the bushes I'm hiding in, and he's allowing her to lead him. What's wrong with him? My heart is thudding so loudly I'm surprised they can't hear it. Sticking around for the show was not my best idea, I think, and the camera is still recording. So now Jeevan has this radioactive ticking time bomb of a video on his phone, and he doesn't know what to do with it. Should he upload it to the internet? He's caught in this huge moral dilemma, cat and mouse game with this teacher throughout the book. So if you want to find out what Jeevan does with this video, you're going to have to read the book. And if you'd like to know more about me or about my books, then please head over to my website, www.savitakalthan.com. Have a happy summer reading, and I hope you enjoy the book. Thank you.